I guess that's a good angle. I like this. Here, let's do this. Hello, my sexies. I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute since I've been on here, you know. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on here, you know. I've been really depressed with see, I can't even talk about it. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at talking about my feelings and expressing my feelings, especially in blasting light, you know. So I wanted to make this video, my sexies, to talk about just whatever, stream of consciousness again. I want to talk about I'm going to talk about mental health. So I'm somebody who has struggled with self-confidence, self-esteem, depression, anxiety, isolation, loneliness, emotional PTSD, bad emotional regulation, you know, and I don't want this to sound forced or scripted or fake or anything like that, so try my best not to fall into my habits that I fall into, just based off of fear, of being seen, fear of being seen, fear of being seen. I guess that's what it is. So let me just explain what depression is like in my life, because depression is something, and whatever, I'm just saying, depression is something that people mention and talk about here and there, you know, but it's not really something that people understand the full extent of. And I could cry right now just talking about it, honestly, but I'm not going to. So, sorry. This is why I seem fake. It's fine. Oh. So, God. Another thing that's great about depression is being self-analytical, you know? Thinking about how others are going to perceive you and then tweaking your tweaking your personality, or tweaking what you think you should be for others, right? And now I seem angry. Yeah, I guess I'm angry. I'm just this is depression, I guess. Depression, anxiety, all of the above. Poshmark. So I'm really talking about a lot, aren't I? Depression is one of those things where no one really talks about how difficult daily tasks can be, right? So for me, depression affects me first by the thing that we do the most, or one of the things we do the most, besides like breathing and stuff and just being alive. Why do I have to make everything so specific? See? Over analytical. Stop that, Leah. Anyways, depression affects me the most when what did I say a second ago? The thing you do the most, almost, sleeping. It makes me want to just sleep. Or that's one of the side effects it has on me personally, right? So what that does for me is it makes it so, and you guys don't even know how hard this is. I mean, okay, I know you guys do. This is a really bad video. I apologize. I'm not good at these, but maybe if I do them more, I'll get better. depression is one of those things where depression is one of those things where you get caught up into your freaking mind and then you become a zombie of a personality because I think it's because for me, I'm highly sensitive and I care a lot. You know what? Let's make this video about being highly sensitive instead, or depressed and highly sensitive. So, let me sit up. Why am I sitting back like that? Whatever, it doesn't matter. See? I can't even concentrate. I think the reason I can't talk about this is because I never talk about it. I never think about it either. I just think, oh, this is how I am. So depression affects me the most by me sleeping a lot. And why is this so hard to explain? It's just the lulling feeling, I guess, of not being good enough. Or like you don't matter. It can be feelings of extreme caring for people to the point where you care about them and then like they just think you're a piece of shit or an asshole because of what you've shown to them, you know? And then even when you try to be yourself, you can't be yourself. You can only be yourself when you know you're not being filmed or no one's around, and even then it's like, who even am I, you know? Because like, this is something I've struggled with my whole life, and my cat, Kilo, is over there. Hey, Kilo. And I guess it's just something where you so desperately think about wanting to live your life the way that you know you need to, but yet a part of you just is holding on to the past. I would say that's what depression is. Holding on to the past. Seeing the past and thinking, oh, remember how I used to be? But then not realizing that in those moments, I was the most depressed in my whole entire life when I look the happiest. And it really just affects your whole life. It affects your friendships, it affects your anxiety. I mean, I think those two go hand in hand, you know? It affects like I already said this earlier, but it affects self-confidence. It allows you to fall into habits of destruction, like addiction. I guess for other people it'd be like alcohol, gambling, sex, food. For me, lately it's been comfort. There's a YouTube channel I like to watch. Oh my god, what happened to this lighting? But you know what? I don't want it. There's a YouTube channel that I really like to watch. It's called Yes Theory. And their catchphrase is seek discomfort. And that's something I want to try to seek out more in my life. Because comfort, falling into the habit of comfort is easy, right? It's easy. And if you're someone like me, you're a very go big or go home person, you know? To where you're thinking, okay, great, here I am. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? So many things. So many things. I don't even know where I was going with that train of thought. Oh yeah, so many things to do, right? And when you're a go big or go home person like me, you just think to yourself, well, what do I have to do? Like I just said, shit. Sorry, I'm talking in circles. I do that a lot. I apologize. This is good for me though. You know what? I don't apologize. You know what? Maybe it's good that I'm doing it this way. People can realize that this is the realest thing you're gonna see online. You know, it's like, I mean, maybe not the realest, because I'm trying to be myself. Or not myself, I'm trying to be raw with this. And myself too, I guess. I mean, what is not yourself, you know? I drive myself crazy with my head. So when you are an intense person like me, it's all go big or go home. So when you think about all the things you need to do, you get overwhelmed and you think, what's like, oh, once I get started in that, it's gonna be a lot to handle, right? And it's what is it? I know it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, and I'm sober now. I've been sober for about a month now, a little more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it feels good. It feels really good actually. I've been working out too, and that's a huge source of happiness from depression is working out. Oh my gosh, it's not even just looking good. It's just that's not it at all. That's not, you don't work out to look good. That's not what I do it for, at least, you know. What I do it for is, I guess, just like the adrenaline rush when you're in there pumping your arms and moving your legs and, you know, doing those weights and getting pumped up with adrenaline and taking those little creatine things. But depression is still there at the end of the day. You know, you're not going to be able to solve it. But what I've noticed is this that helps with my depression and thinking about my depression. You gotta communicate with people. I'm an introvert, you know? It might not seem like it, but I'm an introvert. And, oh fuck, that's not even, what is that? What kind of advice is that, Leah? I guess this is just an exhibit A of what depression is, you know? Depression is putting off things you really want to do. Even though you know you really want to do them, you know? But, like, no, don't cry, Leah. Don't feel sorry for yourself. What are you doing? Crying is good too. Cry if you need to cry. It's okay. And you know what? It's okay to be your best friend and to be sweet and to be cool. I don't even know what that means. But you know what, guys? Keep your eye level up. Keep your eye level up. That'll make you happy. And I just hate, it's a strong word. I get frustrated with people who say, oh, well, you were on drugs, you know? What do you know about mental health, you know? Because you were on drugs and that, like, fucks up your brain, right? And tell me why I have felt so much more pain when I was sober. And I feel pain right now. I feel pain right now, but the drugs just make it. The drugs just. The drugs just make you forget how nice being sober is. You know? Because when you're on drugs, right? Doesn't matter which one, except for, I don't count weed. That's not really a drug to me, you know? It's just herbs. Natural herbs that cure cancer, I'm sure. Needs to be legal in Tennessee, that's for sure. But I don't do any of that. Anyways, drugs. Back to drugs and depression. The drugs make you forget what it feels like to be sober and how good it feels. Because, like, when you're on drugs, the high is so good and you think that, and as you come down from the drug, which really is just your serotonin and your dopamine, like, being, like flushed out and then needing to, like, recuperate and rejuvenate. But, GABA receptors to build up again, you know? That's what you're feeling when you're feeling the feelings of, or drug withdrawal, because you can get addicted to things, you know. Most drugs are addicting, if not all of them. Molly's not really, like, crazy addictive. Anyways, moral story is, it makes the high so good, to the point where you think, this is awesome, let's just keep doing more and avoid everything that's going on in my shell of person that I'm left with when I come off the drugs. And that's not to say that the shell of a person is happy. I don't know why I would come to that conclusion, but that person's not happy. They're just not wanting to accept the responsibility of being sober, because escaping reality for drug users is a high in itself. Like, anything to get yourself out of your head and moving and feeling good about your self-esteem and about yourself. I know there's a song where it goes like, she popped a Xanax for her self-esteem, or I don't know how it goes, or what song it is, or what genre, but that's one of the lines. She popped a Xanax for her self-esteem, or something like that. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't do that in the past at all. But to be completely real, you know, Xanax just makes me a fucking dumbass. Let me say it again for all of you people out there. Xanax makes me a fucking dumbass. And that is not who I am, okay? Now, little moment of mental telescope? No, mental delving. Let's say that. Mental analysis here. What am I talking about? Oh, shit, I'm so bad at this. I keep all my thoughts inside all the time, and it's hard for me to put it out in words, especially when it's just kind of numb. For instance, how about that? For instance. For instance, when I come off drugs, this is totally off topic, but I don't care. When I come off drugs, and like I've said, I've been a month sober now. Coming off drugs, when I have done that in the past, you know, because I have a very powerful mind that is able to put down substances if so need be, which is what I have done. And it's what I will continue to do for here on out, if I can stand it. And by that, I mean, I'm sober now. Here I am. Yes. And I have so many things to fucking say. That's one of my fucking issues. I can't concentrate. I think I have like borderline ADHD or ADD. I'm not sure. But when you come off from drugs, it's easy to fall into an addiction, into something else, like working out or food. But workout addiction's not bad, so yeah, you're all good there. Ugh. So yeah, it's not a good thing, really. I'm not really sure what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying is you can replace one addiction with another, right? But whether that's shopping or gambling or food or, you know, or pornography or, you know, comfort in my position. Comfort. What is comfort? Is comfort really comforting? Because I don't feel very comforted by comfort. Even though I convinced myself I do. But comfort is the biggest fucking lie of them all. Comfort is just simply putting your life just on pause because you think that you'll be happier to do it another day. And then that day comes and then you're not feeling good to do it. And then you try to do it and you realize that it's just the same as yesterday, right? So, what can you do to fix this? Well, you can talk about it. You know, you talk about it with people you care about. For me, that would be all of you. I love you guys. I don't know who to even talk about this with, you know? So if you are feeling like I do, that would be really cool of you, really cool, if you talk to somebody. Can you do that for me? If you're feeling the way I do, can you please talk to somebody about it? Because if you don't, they're not gonna know. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't realize that you're going through these things, even if you tell them a million times. Or you tell the internet, or you tell your social media friends, or you... I don't have any friends, by the way. I have no friends right now, not even the one in my YouTube video recently. And what is that about, you may ask? Self-love. Let's just say that. I mean, always be my friend, duh. But like, it's a long story, that one, my dear. For another day, perhaps? Not really, but some things in this life, my friends, you must keep private for your own sanity. Your own sanity. Where's my... I'll do it. For your own... for your own sanity. Your own sanity. What happened there? I don't know. But anyways, enough of this fucking mind fog. Like, I need some lion's mane supplement or something. Like, I don't know. God, I really want to try that. I think you try oh, what's the brand? I don't know the brand, but it's called Lion's Mane supplement. It's supposed to like help you with memory and like supports your brain and it does with like it helps with like brain fog and stuff. I need to try that. If you've tried that, let me know because that's how I feel I've been in this whole video, which is true. Because I don't ever plan these out, you know. Lion's mane brain fog. What? Okay. Well, I've had too many tacos tonight. Going crazy. Bounced off the walls. So right now, I'm thinking about if I'm gonna post this video at all. You know, because I don't think it was very good. In fact, I think it was terrible. Why would anybody want to see a 24-year-old girl who looks like shit right now? Just kidding. Dare say you look like shit because I don't believe it. Let me just make this for all you people that are on drugs right now. Stopping isn't as bad as you think. If you think to yourself, okay, this might go against what any other drug enthusiast, rehab person would tell you, but if you are trying to come off of drugs, let me tell you a good way to try that. You need to realize that, one, you are not a bad person. This is not who you are. This is not your stereotype. People may label you in boxes and label you as a nut, a stupid nut, you know, like forever. But that doesn't mean that's what you are. Okay, you are not that. What you are is, I'm assuming, just gonna use my noggin here, I'm assuming that you are very intelligent, looking for an escape, very depressed, very lonely, very just bored, and that's why you fell into those drugs, right? Right, that makes sense. That's why I did it, you know. It makes sense. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you chose to do that at all. Drugs and talking. Okay? You're not a bad person. You were just looking for something to ease your pain in a way that many people go about the wrong way, telling you not to do, you know? So right now I'm telling you that it's okay. You're okay. I'm telling myself right now that it's okay, Leah. It's okay. That's not who you are. It's what you could not deal with anymore, which was being sober. And that doesn't make it, you know, something that you should do with your life. But you know what? Who am I to say what you should and shouldn't do? I'm not. So, plus I've done it, so don't worry about it. But like, I think drugs can come into people's lives, you know, to teach them things. And that sounds so stupid, but I'm not saying everybody should go out and do drugs at all. No. I'm not saying that at all. In fact, being sober is awesome. It's so much fun. By fun, I mean it's real. It's hard. It's, honestly, I think it's less hard than being on drugs. It's facing yourself and facing your self-worth, facing your insecurities, facing this parts of you that have changed, you know? I used to be really energetic. I was full of energy all the time. I was never sleeping, you know? And that was in college, of course, and I had this set schedule, you know, places to go, things to do, people to see, and I had like a job or two on the side of that as well. And, you know, I was just not free. I was I was on drugs then too. Shit, I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say, my people, is that it is okay that you have fallen into the trap of drugs if you so have, and it's okay if you are still on them. As long as you know, are in moderation, you don't drive, don't do that. Get an Uber. $10 is a lot more than $10,000 in a lawsuit, okay? And you know what? I feel like social media does have a huge role to play in depression and drug use. Because you want to be the cool kid or whatever. You want to be like, oh yeah, I got everything figured out. I'm not figured out. I've got everything like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm full confident. You know, drugs. Woo, yeah, depression. I mean, that's not what depression is, but some depression can be played off with confidence, which makes you act like me. Which is like, niceness is like confidence to me. Like I can mask my depression with niceness or humor. You know? And I have anger issues. That's not fun. Yeah, this video sucked. Butts. This video sucked ass. I don't know why I started talking about this. Jeez. Basically, guys, I'm extremely. What were the things that people did drugs for? I am bored. I am lonely. I am tired without really being tired. You know what? Let's switch all of that. Let's turn this around to something positive. I am loved. I am blessed. I am thankful. I am alive. And I am seen. And I am enough. Yeah. And another thing I want to tell you is this. Personality-wise, right? So let's say tomorrow I make another video. And I'm sober then too. But my personality might have changed a little. Uh-oh. She must be on drugs, right? No. Because people are allowed to, not allowed, they're not allowed to, they just can. People can change or alter or, switch to a different personality whenever they want. If you don't like something in your personality, you can switch it up. So for me, it would be like, I don't want to be saying I'm sorry all the time or sorry. For something stupid like, oh, sorry, there's notification. Ooh. I mean, that's fine, it's kind of cute. But like, I'm talking about in regards to people. Like, not like you, but like people in general. Don't say sorry all the time, okay? Because if you say you're sorry all the time, people are just gonna think you're a pushover. And you know what? Saying you're sorry and becoming a pushover and changing because of what someone tells you is not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because when you put yourself down a little bit for others, you kind of lose or dim or diminish a part of who you are. So yeah. And doing that over time creates habits and blocks and barriers that block you from doing what you normally would have done. So it takes time to rejuvenate that and to get it back, It takes looking in the mirror and doing what I'm doing now, which is making YouTube videos. It takes putting time into your, physical appearance if you want to. You don't have to. No, because half the time I'm laying here with fucked up hair and no makeup, just like right now. And you look like a bad person who needs a fucking hair job. A hair job? It sounds like a sexual position where your hair like jerks off somebody. Like this. Yes. Yeah. My hair feels so dirty. Anyways, sorry. Hope you guys are staying sexy. Stay sexy, stay lit. Whatever lit might mean to you. And you know what? This is what lit is going to be changed to. Stay sexy stay feeling confident. That's what that means. Stay lit, stay being yourself, and stay woke. That one speaks for itself. Stay educated, stay aware, think for yourself. Don't believe everything you read online, as I said before in many videos. So I have a tattoo as well. Let me show you that. Why not? It's an African Adinkra symbol that stands for truth. And if you can see it there, can you see that? And what that means for me is truth in myself. My tattoo means, like, when you think about truth, it's hard to explain or describe. It's like, what is truth? Truth is what is. What is. Truth is what is. Yeah. What is. What is. What is. Truth is what is, right? So truth for me in my tattoo stands for truth in what I believe to be true about things. My own truths, you know. My tattoo also means having a trust in myself with my truths. And I could go on about this, but my tattoo means for me to always search for the truth, to actively seek it out. It also it also stands for, like, not believing everything I read online, just looking for my truths and, you know, sorting it out accordingly of what I believe to be true in life. And that's something that I think you guys should all be doing. I can't tell you what you should and should not do, but I just noticed lately a lot of people do not care about anything that really matters. You know? It's shocking to me. It's like, oh, you know, there's just fucking chemtrails going all over and fucking, you know, cover-ups, you know, Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and fucking, you know, there's a lot. Fluoride in the water, and that's not even the pedophilia and the sex ring and child trafficking. What the fuck? I talked about that before. That's something I'm really passionate about, is child trafficking. It's really fucked up. 9/11 and the justification. Okay, I don't know if that's true, okay, but how'd they find the passports of the guys that blew up 9/11? Or the terrorists? Ooh. Probably shouldn't talk about this. Might get demonetized. Not demonetized, I don't make money. I might get taken down or, like, shadow banned on YouTube. Ooh. Whatever. I have 111 subscribers. Thank you. 9/11. Did you guys know that they took out an insurance settlement like the day or week before 9/11 happened for the Twin Tower buildings, Trade Centers, the World Trade Centers? And I'm just gonna spit you guys some facts right now. Are you guys aware that the World Trade Centers, right? There were these two buildings, 26 stories, 24, I don't know, something like that, stories high, and on September 11th, 2001, that like 9:04 or something, 13, I don't know, the towers got hit by these planes, one after the other, and the towers came crashing down, right? So what's crazy is that the little basements, so there's the big tower, here's the ground where the streets are, the people going by, right beneath there, this little, it was like a worker's garage where they would like restock stuff, almost like a warehouse garage. Beneath that was open for, you know, maintenance and stuff like that. That was right beneath on like basement 1. That did not fall or get crushed to the ground. You can look it up online. I kid you fucking not. So, if you guys would like to, I will tell you what YouTube video you guys should watch. And guys, please watch this video. It's Dr. Judy Wood, and she's talking about dustification and directed energy weapons, which stands for DEW, do. And she has some amazing claims, amazing sources and facts, and exhibit A, exhibit B kind of thing, where she talks about her theory and what happened that day. She's very convincing, but it's not convincing in the point where she's like, oh, this could have happened because it's pretty factual. And the fact that no one's talking about it and that YouTube is trying to take down these videos is just shocking to me, you know? It's like, why is nobody talking about this? And for me, like, I have a brother who was in the Marines, another one who was in the Navy. And thank you so much for all the service people out there. I appreciate you so much. It means so much to me. You're so brave. I can never do that. Anyways, I think the reason why society is kind of shying this away, not looking at it, is because we don't want our false narratives to be crumbled to the ground. You know? We don't want them to say, oh, you thought that's what happened? No, we just really wanted their fucking oil reserves. It's all political and economical, bitch. And even if I'm fucking wrong, it doesn't hurt to question things and to think critically, you know? Physics. But that day to me, I had been at the 9/11 Ground Zero before. It's the most eerie feeling. It just, you can sense the loss of lives by just the silence that is there. And it just feels so empty and strange, and everybody there all kind of has this feeling of, there's just this unspoken connection with everybody that you're around with, where it's just kind of like, this is very strange, isn't it? You know, and you think about it and you're like, why did 126 stories, fall down on top of each other like that and make 3.5 stories of rubble? Doesn't make any sense. And again, there's another question. Why, 2 blocks away from the towers, were there burned cars? Like, just burned cars all over, which is probably due to a directed energy weapon, which is used by the Air Force, I believe. Maybe for years they've been using it, and basically it's kind of like a microwave directed at a certain thing from satellites or a place in a building, on top of a building. And what happened, in my opinion, or one of the things that I think could have happened for 9/11 is there could have been a directed energy weapon just pointed right at the fucking building, and then a bomb went off, and then dustification. There's a video on Dr. Judy Wood's YouTube thing where she talks about she doesn't talk, she shows a video, a series of images where it shows this steel rod poking up out of the ground from ground zero. And this gets really interesting. And the few slides go on, and you see this is the beam sticking out from the rubble. And this is right after they fall. Right after, like, this is the last one over. And you can just see the dustification of the little steel rod. And it is so weird. It was weird. It wasn't wood. It didn't burn. It was steel. Molten steel. It was steel and it turned to dust. What the heck? Videos like this get taken off YouTube, so I want to continue with this, but go look into, unless YouTube has taken it down already, Dr. Judy Wood. She has a few talks on here about that. And I'm doing a terrible job explaining it, but she has all the facts and the data. She'll fill you right on in, you know. But yeah, you should look into that. It's really cool. And it's not really cool, but it's really interesting. And it makes a whole lot more sense. It kind of makes you question a lot of things if you watch that, you know. I'm not saying you should blindly believe it, just watch it and see what you think and then tell me what you think. But, you know, I could be wrong. So there's that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this happened this day. But you gotta think. You gotta think. You gotta think, but you gotta think about what you're analyzing and what you're thinking about. Because if you don't analyze what you're being presented with, what are you doing? You're just blindly believing everything you see online or hear about online, you know? I just think that Dr. Judy Wood's case makes a lot more sense than, oh, we found 2 passports from the terrorists in the rubble. But, like, hardly any, or none of the fucking, but not the fucking, like, breaker box thing, or the box that was, like, the SOS box, or whatever it's called. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? I totally didn't believe that one. Kidding me? And you didn't find hardly any other passports? Okay. And you found the passports, or the things of those people that blew up the building, or pretty much blew it up, or crashed into it? But yet, that was in the plane too? So you're telling me that something inside of the plane survived and happened to be those passports? I mean, I know the engines survived, but like, what the fuck? That doesn't, see, that's the part of it that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, they found those passports of those guys, didn't they? And now they're gonna be like, oh, they did it. They did it. They did it. And honestly, I fucking sound like an idiot right now, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I stand for what I believe in, and what I believe in right now is that something, I don't care what happened, all I care about is that whoever is responsible is held responsible for what happened. You know? I mean, might not like who that is. Fucked up. Anyways, life is all about control. They're just trying to control us, guys. Fun fact of the day. I know I'm out of control. You guys gotta better control me. But they don't like videos like this on YouTube. Okay? Let me just tell you that right now. I know you guys are busy living your lives, cooking, cleaning, talking amongst your friends, your loved ones, about whether it's shit talking. Don't do that, guys. Don't shit talk. Being dramatic, being stupid and stuck up. Don't do that, guys. Some people are so mean. Anyways, but just for a second, don't think about anything going on in your life and think about this one cause, this one idea, 9/11, and just really just think about what you think happened that day. Do you really? Do some research, please. The way I know about what the society or what government or whatever, bigger, the 5, I don't know what it is, don't want us to talk or know about is what they try to take off YouTube. Like Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. The Tom Hanks Pizzagate thing. That was a big one. Child trafficking, adrenochrome, all that jazz. And 9/11 conspiracy theories and the FEMA camp conspiracy theories, which I don't really believe that as much. But then again, it's like, well, there is a really big Walmart really close to every freaking town, in every town. It's not good. Anyways, I'm just gonna end it with this because this is getting really depressing and dark. So I'm gonna end it by saying, stay sexy, stay lit. What was lit again? Stay lit, stay yourself, and stay woke. And I hope you guys all feel sexier, litter, and, or sorry, more lit. To be grammatically correct here, guys. Oh, you're not being grammatically correct. Let's shun you for it and consider you a dumbass since you said something with incorrect grammar. You fucking idiot. Anyways, and I hope you're feeling sexier, more lit, and woker. I hope you're staying woker, guys. Because if you're not staying woker, then you woke. I'm just kidding, I don't know what that means. I love you, and I think you guys should all have a great night. Thanks, guys. Love you.